Hey there, good evening, everyone. My name is Daree Allen, and I want to talk to you about my latest podcast episode, which came out today, Tuesday, November 24th, with Melisa Alaba. This quote says, "There is no one straight path to making your millions, so try different things and get unlimited in your thinking." And I think that there's a lot going on with people evaluating each other's methods of success, looking at each other online, seeing different businesses, seeing people on TV and in the media and saying, wow, I want to emulate that. How can I do that? How can I, do what they're doing and replicate it? And so today's episode on Kickin' It with Daree talks about that. My guest, this is what she looks like. Her name is Melisa Alaba. This is Melisa. It's spelled with one L, one L, one S, and one A in her first name. So it's a little unique. And this is her magazine, Elevate Me Chronicles, which comes out every week. In the podcast today with Melisa, we talked about when she says Elevate Me, it's a mastermind program that she's put together for women business entrepreneurs. And she shows people how to do what she's done. She's an entrepreneur. Obviously, she's a woman. She's been through divorce. She has children of varying ages. I think her youngest is 4 or 5 years old. And then she also has much older kids. And she's dealt with a lot of personal hardships and even what some people would call failures. But yet she's been able to make lots of money. She's always been very good at running businesses. And now she's teaching women to do the same thing. And so we talked about things like, taking risks and developing a certain mindset and doing things a little bit differently than before, honing in on your strengths and delegating your weaknesses. And this particular episode was kind of unique. It's kind of short. It's only about 25 minutes or so, which is usually it's not that quite that short. But I interviewed her while she was getting ready to go and speak at a conference locally. And so really interesting. She shared her story. She's very candid about some of the things that she's been through because I think it helps relate to other women when they know that, okay, I'm seeing this success, but there's a story behind it. And a lot of times when we're looking at people online or in social media, we're seeing the after, but we don't know the story of the before. We don't understand what it took to get to where they are. And so we're not really seeing them as whole people, if you will. And so again, this is a short episode. It's good stuff. You can find it on iTunes or Stitcher Radio. I'll show you the iTunes emblem in a second here. And it's also on my website at dareeallen.com. Anyway, let me try to get a little closer to it. That's what the emblem sort of looks like when it wants to cooperate and focus. And so go ahead and check it out there. Or you can, if you don't like iTunes or you don't have an iPhone or whatever, you can go to my website, which is dareeallen.com. Okay, that's how you spell my name. And there's a bigger picture of the emblem that was not really cooperating a moment ago. And if you go down this page where it says podcast right at the top here, in the menu, and if you click on podcast, scroll to the bottom and slide it to the right, you'll get to page 2 that has Melisa. Check out the other episodes too. This is like my 19th episode since August. I'm really proud of that. So go ahead and check it out, download it, share it with people. You can always hit me on social media, any particular platform that I'm on. I use my name, which is at dareeallen.com. Excuse me, this is dareeallen.com. All of my social media platforms are at Daree Allen. See how tired I am? This is what happens when you don't get no sleep. Okay. Hey, Melisa. There's my guest. She just popped in there. Melisa, I'm just wrapping up. I'm so tired. I didn't really say that much. You can watch the replay if you like. I didn't really say that much, but I appreciate you for coming on the show and squeezing me in between your hectic Friday. That was Friday the 13th. But I think it turned out well. So anyway, check out the podcast, Kickin' It with Daree. Melisa Alaba was my guest for tonight's episode. And let us know what you think. You can hit us on Twitter. Her name is in the title of this scope, so you can hit her directly or myself. And again, thank you for watching, inviting, and giving me those hearts. Have a great night.